In focus now, Paul Mauro, Fox News contributor and former NYPD inspector and attorney. Right on time for this conversation. Look, NYPD Chief Chell, I think you know him. We showed him moments ago, talking about the perspective of the people in that building. And that's what I want to focus on today. He said the calls were coming in all over, and you could see from some of the pictures police responding to that. But that was a huge job.
Yeah, so the way this happens is the call will come into 911, right? And, you know, you get a lot of false positives in the 911 system. So what the central does, the dispatcher, they call it central, will start saying, getting a second call, getting a third call, getting a fourth call. And that means everybody knows, okay, this is probably legit. And so in a situation like this, I can just tell you, it's like all the troops are coming because they recognize it sounds like an active shooter. So the precinct that covers it, which I should mention is badly understaffed. So that delays response times because we're down so many cops. And I know that command, I worked there. They're all coming, but they're coming from neighboring commands and something like this as well. And they're also coming from specialized units. They're all coming. And then the job at the scene, and somebody asked me this question the night of. They said, you know, is it going to be like a school shooter where they're going to wait? We've seen that in the past. That's not happening. They're going in. But the job of the supervisor, which in this case is almost certainly going to be a sergeant in the immediate aftermath, is to lock down some sort of order to the chaos so you don't get things like friendly fire incidents and things like that. You have a lot of cops coming. Sometimes if you're the sergeant, you want to say, okay, let's slow it down. You guys go here. You guys go around the back. We don't know what we have. So focusing on what happens in the immediate aftermath, I think, is very, very insightful because it is organized chaos.
Wow. Thank you for that inside perspective and how they reach so many people. What a blessing. Because this guy reportedly went to the wrong floor.
Right.
Might have been looking for the NFL headquarters that are housed in that building, from what we're learning, and we'll let the investigation work the facts out. But he went to the wrong floor. He didn't end up at the NFL and killed anyway. So just getting the perspective of the people who were barricaded in offices and all of that and what the police officers were doing is good to know. All right, let's move, because I think we'll hear a lot from you on this part. This afternoon, Socialist Democrat mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani plans to hold a news conference to honor the officer killed, Officer Islam, and the other shooting victims. He's freshly back, as you know, from going to Uganda. He'd got married. He was celebrating his wedding. So Politico is calling the shooting his first test as a mayoral nominee. A lot of scrutiny over the past comments that he has made about police. Watch this.
When we talk about defund the NYPD, the entirety of the push is defund the NYPD and refund all of these different social services and things that actually create safety.
Mamdani said in December of last year that he wants to disband the police department's strategic response group. Now catch that. The SRG, an elite task force that actually responded to Monday's mass shooting. And you heard the level of talent and just dedication that those men and women would need just now from Paul Mauro. So Mamdani also backed policies including cashless bail, decarcerating criminals, repealing all mandatory minimum sentences, ending police overtime, and more. And he now has backed off some of the defund language and is using a euphemism, redirecting resources. Really? Does he think we're stupid? We know. He wants to fund a Department of Community Safety. Paul, you just told me that even the group who responded, they were a bit understaffed. Guy like this gets in. Do you believe him?
You got to believe him because it's 4 years ago that he was making those statements. He was almost 30 years old, so I'm going to take him at his word. I know he's trying to walk it back.
Which version do we believe?
So I know I don't believe the new version because this is the version that wants to get elected. Who he's focusing on here is SRG, and for a very specific reason. The SRG unit, which he named Strategic Response Group. You know, this reminds me of the Cop City training facility down in Georgia. Everybody on the left advocates for more training, more training. We need cops to be better trained. Okay, we're going to put in a facility, and then they riot and try to burn it down. SRG was formed so that you had units, you had specific personnel who were specifically trained to handle disorder, crowd control, heavy jobs like the one we're talking about right now, so that they can lock down or to run to chaos. That's their purpose. The problem is they've been too successful. Why? Because they're the ones that go to the protests, and that's what the Mamdanis of the world just can't countenance. They're the ones who go there and say, okay, we have to clear the area because we have to get traffic through. We got to get you guys off of Columbia campus because these Jewish students want to get to class. That hits them right in their breadbasket. And I say breadbasket cognizantly. That's their funding. That's their publicity. That's their online presence. They're not allowed to create chaos. SRG is one of the ways you keep them from creating citywide chaos in a city that has to run. So they've become the sort of bête noire of all of the left. They hate the SRG unit because that's who shows up, and that's what keeps them from running the city. Mamdani is one of them, and what we're putting here is a lunatic in charge of the asylum. I'm sorry to go so blunt, but that's what it is.
Well, he's got that news conference today, and apparently trying to meet with police officers today as well. And that's the group that responded to that high-rise shooting. I mean, it was a rampage by the time he got to the wrong floor. It's unbelievable. We'll see what happens. Paul Mauro, thank you. I appreciate your expertise so much.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.